You can do all this mentally as you're revising and asking yourself questions and getting clarity, and you're actually speeding up the whole process. Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm a mindset coach and hypnotherapist, and I am here to help you be the person you want to be, have the things you want to have, live the life you want to live, and make it feel natural. Today, we're going to talk about 3 challenging questions to ask yourself when you're seeking to manifest something. When you have a desire and you want to manifest it and it's not working, sometimes the first step is to reflect on the desire itself. We're setting this destination and saying, go, 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 take me to it, mind. Get that subconscious mind aligned to this desire and make it happen. But sometimes that desire isn't necessarily authentic to you. Sometimes deep down, you know that that's actually not what's going to make you happy, or that there's something better. So these 3 questions are going to challenge you to be real about, is this desire the actual thing I want? Or am I creating more hurdles for myself? Am I making things smaller than I deserve to have them? Am I just living my life for the satisfaction of others? And get clear on that and knock those things out of the way so that you can actually hold a desire that you want to manifest, that you will manifest, that you are manifesting, that actually is what you want, that is going to genuinely be fulfilling and satisfying and an authentic, enjoyable experience for you. Okay, so the first question you want to ask yourself is, do I really want this, right? And that's a pretty simple question, and often the answer right off the bat is going to be like, yes. Yes, Michelle, don't gaslight me into telling me I don't want what I want it. But just take a breath and really feel into that. Is this really what I want? Is this what I want? Is this what my parents want? And I think that if I get it, then they'll be proud of me, and then maybe I'll feel that sense of pride myself. Is this something I think society expects of me? And so if I achieve it, then maybe I'll feel a sense of acceptance. Basically, the concept of wanting to create something to get something else in return is flawed, right? That's where we kind of are creating extra steps on the path to what we want. And we think that creating step 1 means we're going to get step 2. When in the end, when ultimately what you want is step 2. So anything that feels slightly transactional, relational. If I get this, then people will value me. If I do that, then I'll be admired and feel important, right? What you really want is to feel important. So if you ask yourself, why do I want this? And the answer is, I just want it. That's probably the best answer you could get. That's your authentic self being like, this is who we are. This is what we're meant to do. I don't care why I want it. I just want it. It's right for me. If you have that sense, that's great. This isn't about ego driven and soul's purpose. It's not really that. It's just what is going on within you that's resisting it. And if the resistance is this doesn't feel like something I actually care to have, I just want the outcome of getting that other thing that might come after it, then your motivation's going to not be there. The motivation to change, the motivation to behave differently, the motivation to think different thoughts, it's just not going to be there because it's not your authentic desire. So if you realized, I don't think this is really something I truly want, I think this is for the sake of other people or what I think I can get from other people if I achieve it, then it's time to reflect on what you do want. What is that ultimate outcome you're seeking? What is your vision around that? That's what you want. The second question to ask, now that you're like, okay, yes, I do desire this for sure. The second question is, why might I not want it? What in me might be afraid of having this? What is that feeling that's coming up that says, I don't want this? If I have it, I might have to sacrifice too much time. Maybe I'll have to, work so hard I'll lose touch with the people I love. Maybe my success will alienate people who might be envious that I don't want to lose friendships over. Right? So those beliefs, what come up when you say, why might I not want this? Just let what comes up come up. You can write it down. I often write things down. You can just think it in your head. But those things that come up, that's the mindset work you really want to focus on after this. Reminding yourself that actually, no, I want my goal, my manifestation so much more than I'm afraid of losing that. So all those like, oh, it might be hard, or I might lose friends, or, whatever the fear is that's coming up, those are the mindset things and the beliefs you want to work through and make sure that you're getting them back into alignment with what you actually want. Reminding yourself that, if you lose friends, you will have your success and you will have friends who support you and love you and value you for who you truly are. And that's even better. Or if you think, I'm afraid I'm going to have to sacrifice too much time and energy, then you can say, no, me having what I want means I'm happy and I enjoy how I spend my time. I enjoy having energy to spend on this. This creating what I want energizes me, right? So we start shifting those beliefs, those fears, and integrating them into a supportive belief that encourages you even more toward your goal. And then the third question you want to ask yourself is, how can I make this even better? How could this outcome be even better? And this is where you're going to see where you might be holding yourself short a little bit, holding yourself back, thinking a little smaller than you really are, right? So maybe you're thinking, I want a new job. And you've gone through it and you're like, no, I'm 100% sure I want a new job. I do not like where I'm at. I'm ready. I want something new. And then you ask, what am I afraid of? And maybe you're afraid that you won't like that job equally. You'll just hate it as much as the one you have now. But you've decided like, no, a fresh start is better than staying stagnant. Even if I don't like it, I'll get more experience and another leverage point to continue to grow if I don't like it, but maybe I'll love it. And so you've worked your mindset around that and you're like, okay, how could I make this even better? And the reality is you want to work from home. You don't just want to get another job. You want a job where you can work from home and have flexible hours. And so you're building that now into your manifestation, that the things you might be resisting are applying for jobs that have full-time in-office hours. So you're detailing it, creating more detail as you continue to get clearer and certain that what you want is what you want and getting things out of the way. You keep refining what you want to be more and more what you want, better, even better, improving it, getting more clarity, more detail, and more revision to make it exactly what you want. And you can do this as you create things in your life and you experience them and then say, oh, I realize actually what I wanted was this, even more. And then you start creating new experiences. But you can do all this mentally as you're revising and asking yourself questions and getting clarity. And you're actually speeding up the whole process because you don't have to have each experience in reality to then make the next step to create even more. You can start revising it and clarifying it and getting more detail as you go, as you're continuing to work your mindset to support you, change your beliefs to support you, and make things move and happen and come to you in your experience. So those are the 3 questions to ask yourself. They're not easy. You've got to be honest with yourself. Give yourself time. Write it down if you want. I love writing things down, but you don't have to save it. It just helps to get it out. Write it down, throw it out if you want. But work through those beliefs. Make sure you're clear on what you want. And then it's a lot easier to continue to motivate yourself to move in the direction of what you want. So if you want to work with me, please follow the link below. I've also added a link to my free mindset worksheet. It's just a daily practice you can do to keep training your mind to focus on the positive, reminding yourself how you want to feel, seeing the success you're already creating in your life, and keep that momentum going. So I'm wishing you all the very best, and Until next time, take care.